Hi there, I'm Chidera, and this is the story of how I learned that being different isn't just okay, it's amazing. But, well, I didn't always know that. That's where I lived when I was 8. My parents moved us from Nigeria to America for their big project, a super fast train to connect cities. Cool, right? But for me, well, it was a bit lonely.
Remember, Chidera, our differences are like the beads in your hair. Each one unique, but together they create something beautiful.
My mom always knew what to say, but sometimes I just wanted to be like everyone else. Don't get me wrong, I loved learning, but doing it all alone? Not so much. I started imagining what school would be like. In my head, school was this magical place where everyone became friends instantly. Silly, right? But hey, a girl can dream. My parents were always busy with their next era technology stuff. But that night at dinner, I decided it was time to be brave. Mom, Dad, can I go to regular school?
Chidera, are you sure? Your mother and I thought you were happy with homeschooling.
I am, but I want to make friends. Real friends, please?
Okay, Chidera, we can give it a try.
And just like that, my world was about to change. But change is scary, you know? I couldn't believe it. My heart was doing backflips. I must have tried on 100 outfits that night. Okay, maybe just 10. But it felt like 100. Hello, I'm Chidera. Hi, I'm Chidera. Yo, I'm Chidera. I didn't know it then. But I was about to start the biggest adventure of my life. I packed and repacked my bag about 1,000,000 times. I wanted everything to be perfect. Little did I know my journey was just beginning, and it would teach me more than I ever imagined about friendship, courage, and being true to myself. Here goes nothing. Or maybe, here goes everything. Okay, so remember how I said change is scary? Well, imagine stepping into a whole new world. That's what my first day of school felt like. It was like someone turned up the volume of the whole world. Kai, I felt so small. I thought the school was going to swallow me whole. But then I saw a familiar face.
Hey, Chidera, remember me from soccer?
Alex, and I remember, it's so good to see you.
Nice. Beads. Are they like from the jungle or something?
And just like that, I knew I was in for a roller coaster ride. Buckle up, folks.
What's that weird looking thing?
Oh, that's a talking drum. It's like texting, but way cooler. Do you live in a hut?
Can you speak elephant?
Is it always hot in Africa?
Their questions were like a game of who can say the silliest thing. But then things got a bit prickly.
Hey, jungle girl, why do you talk so funny?
Leave her alone, Zoe. Chidera's accent is cool. You're just jealous because you don't know any other languages.
In that moment, I realized something important. Sometimes being brave isn't about fighting your own battles. Sometimes it's about letting others fight with you. I'm from Nigeria. I saw Zoe struggling with something. Part of me thought, serves her right. But then I remembered what my mom always says. Be the bigger person, even if you're the smaller one. Hi Zoe, do you need help with that?
Why do you care?
Because 2 heads are better than 1, even if they have different hairstyles. It's like the game we play in Nigeria called Ayo. See, if you group these numbers like the stones in the game, it becomes easier to solve. Watch how they move and add up.
That actually makes sense. Thanks, I guess.
For a moment there, I thought Zoe and I might actually become friends. But then... In Nigeria, we have this amazing festival called the New Yam Festival. It's like Thanksgiving, but with way more dancing and colorful celebrations. We give thanks for the harvest and...
Do you dance around a fire in grass skirts? Settle down, children.
In that moment, I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me whole. So I did the only thing I could think of. I felt like I was split in two. Half of me in America, half back in Nigeria, and neither half fit in. It was like looking at a stranger in the mirror. Mama, I want to come home. I want to go back to Nigeria.
Oh, Chidera, remember the Iroko tree in our village? It stands tall not because it never faces strong winds, but because it bends without breaking.
But, Mama, it's so hard.
You are strong, my Chidera. Your roots are deep no matter where you grow.
Suddenly, I realized something. My mom was right. I wasn't half Nigerian and half American. I was fully both. And that made me, me. I'm sorry for running out, but I'd like to finish what I was saying about Nigeria, if that's okay.
Of course, Chidera. We'd love to hear more.
And you know what? This time, I didn't hold back. I let my Nigerian flag fly high. We celebrate with dancing, music, and lots of delicious food. And no, Zoe, we don't wear grass skirts. Although that might be fun for a change.
I'm sorry, Chidera. I shouldn't have said that.
I couldn't believe my ears. Was Zoe actually apologizing? Talk about plot twists. It's okay, Zoe. We all make mistakes. What's important is that we learn from them.
Thank you, Chidera. That was a wonderful presentation. Now, class, it's time for our spelling bee. Chidera, your word is iridescent.
Iridescent. I-R-I-D-E-S-C-E-N-T, iridescent. With each word, I felt stronger. It was like every letter was a little piece of me, both Nigerian and American, coming together.
Zoe, your word is acquiesce.
Acquiesce. A-C-Q-U-I-E-S-C-E. No, wait, A-C-Q-U-I-E-S-S.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Chidera, if you spell this word correctly, you'll win. Your word is Nguzo Saba.
I couldn't believe it. This was a word from Swahili, one of the languages spoken in parts of Africa. It was like the spelling bee was reminding me of who I was. Nguzo Saba, N-G-U-Z-O-S-A-B-A, Nguzo Saba.
That's correct. Chidera wins the spelling bee.
In that moment, I realized something amazing. My Nigerian heritage wasn't something to hide. It was my superpower.
That was pretty cool. Do you think you could teach me some Nigerian words sometime?
Of course. We can start with Ogban Ju Agbara Lo. It means wisdom is greater than strength. You know what? Together we can do great things. We're all different, but that's what makes us awesome. And just like that, my two worlds weren't separate anymore. They had come together, creating something even more beautiful than I could have imagined. Nigeria is so much more than what people might think. It's a land of diversity, of rich traditions, and of people looking towards the future while honoring their past. I realized I didn't have to choose between being Nigerian or American. I could be both, and that made me unique. It made me, well, me. And that's how I learned that being different isn't just okay. It's amazing, because when we come together, we create something beautiful.